Hi Ronald, glad to see you're here. And here we are. Oh, we've posted the rules. I'm going to crack my fingers right in the microphone because that's the kind of ASMR we do on this channel. And hello, if this is your first time here, my name is Shiro. I'm a comic artist. What I usually do on this stream is I talk a little bit about what happened artistically this past week, usually to myself because it's my channel, I do what I want. Then we move on to the current comic project, which is, as the title says, A Day at the Zoo. The current throat goal right now is up to 73%. We almost have that little caddy that I want for that corner of the studio, and after that, because I have had it up to here with the poor battery life on my tabmate. I do love my tabmate, but lately it has been terrible on battery life. It just cannot stay turned on. And it's a brand new freaking battery that I just put in. Hi Kaka, we will be, once this is complete, we will be changing the goal to a tour box because I need something that stays plugged in so I can work and not have to turn on the machine every freaking 3 seconds. Hi Paul, always happy to see you. Now, artistically speaking, if we ignore my little issue with my tabmate, I'm so exhausted by everything going on. I haven't gotten dressed or eaten yet. I'm just about to, yeah, eat something. At least drink something, at the very least. Important to stay hydrated. So yesterday, because I knew I was going to be busy today, and because lobster would have been impossible to find on Mother's Day directly, we did a little Mother's Day day, me and my mom. Speaking of staying hydrated. Like we had, at the end of the day, we had a little spa day. It was fun. Put little socks filled with cream on our feet. No, there are no pictures. No, I do not have an only feet. And then we used a mask. It felt like putting slime on my face. It was disgusting, but refreshing. And of course, before that, we had some lobster to celebrate my mom. And before that, the important part. We had a little hour when we did some painting. Now, I don't have Mom's paintings here, and I'm pretty sure she would bite my head off if I would show them online, yet it's going to need a bit more coaxing. I finally got her to work with the expensive paints. I say expensive because they are a little rich for what they are. They're a little, but they're not that expensive. You know, they're still affordable. They're a little expensive, but not that expensive. So anyway, I'm trying not to discourage you from getting some if you want some. And it was so cute because like she grabbed the brush and she was bracing herself, preparing herself, and swishing the brush, and literally went and put the brush in my paints. I told her it's impossible to ruin the paints unless you plan on eating them. Other than that, pretty confident it's gonna be fine. On my end, it only took a year, but I finally got to try these out. What's the brand? Artegria 10 premium quality watercolor art brushes, Intuition series, finest synthetic squirrel. Guys, these bristles applied on paper are so soft, but not soft that you can't control them. You know that kind of soft? No. They're nice, they're soft, they're dense. Of course, if it was real squirrel, they would, like, you know, keep more water than synthetic, but for synthetic, they are so nice. Applying color with that, oh, so even. I could not even. Oh, I am so happy. Of course, I received these True Throne. It's only now that I finally get to actually talk about them, because it's only now that I got to try them out. So nice. Keeps their shapes. I got a little, there we go. There's a little leaf one. Yeah, of course, we can't talk about the brushes without showing what they can do. So I've got the 2 exercise sheets I did. This would be the first one. And for that, I used some paints that I needed to practice with anyway. Focus, camera. Thank you. I went to a family party yesterday and it was fun despite the heavy rain we got. Well, yeah, but there's a time to dance in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. Luxurious. It is. And this is the second granulating color set from Kool-Aid, and I'm waiting for the third set that came out recently. It's in Mississauga right now, so it should be here in a couple days, at least maybe later this week. With Cosmic Red, Cosmic Olive, Cosmic Green, Cosmic Blue, and Cosmic Violet. And they're a little bit more obvious what color they are compared to the first set, which I lovingly call Forbidden Chocolate, because they all look brown. But here we go, here's the first set. Here's the first exercise set trying to work, because these granulating colors, what they do is they separate into completely different colors. Like if I take my hand off of this one, the Cosmic Blue will separate in blue and oranges. Cosmic Red will separate in red and oranges. Cosmic Green, there's supposed to be some blue in there. I can't really pull it out. Cosmic Olive, I still have a lot of problem working with it because it's brown and a shade of green that I'm not that big a fan of. Cosmic Violet is the prettier one, which you can see a bit here. And then I started trying to make shapes with my other brushes. This is the big pointy brush I showed you guys earlier to make the leaves. And then I started mixing colors together just as well. I've been lolling in bed, my hips have been hurting, and resting helps. Aww. Guys, send me money so I can send Coco a Shakti mat. You know that mat full of nails I've been talking about that hurts like the dickens for the first 5 minutes? She needs one of those. Of course, I couldn't resist doing at least one eye. When I doodle, I like to do one eye. And over here and here, and a little bit here, my mom had these special effect brushes that looked like hacked up toothbrushes, made especially to make rendering grass faster. And I mixed a couple different colors here, and it made some really nice rainbow effects. And you can see here the texture of the brush that I use. And some of these ended up really, really, really nice. This is all one color. I do believe that's Cosmic Purple that decided to work. Like I said, I have absolutely zero control on what happens when I use these colors. That's why to practice. Like, work with what you got. You know, like, Jesus take the wheel. That's what these paints are. So, yeah, as far as entry-level brushes go, these are lovely. Once again, Artegria Intuition Series Synthetic Squirrel. They're available on Amazon if you're interested. This is not sponsored. I do have sponsored links in the video once it's done recording, so there's that. But that's not sponsored. Oh, crick, crack, crack. And I'm on supper duty tonight, so as soon as the live is done, I have to get my ass to the kitchen and do some prep work. Because my parents want quesadillas again because they are now addicted to Spanish grilled cheese. Well, you see, they're the local snack bar at one of the malls because the other mall snack bar closed down. And water's absolutely delicious today. Makes these quesadillas, quote unquote. And they use unseasoned boiled chicken because it saves time, you know? Like, they don't even have the time to a little bit there. So you get the shredded boiled unseasoned chicken with some cheese, mozzarella, I believe. Then here you go. That's it. You get some salsa and you get some sour cream, and here you go. And it's good. But the one I make is better. I actually season my chicken. I don't like to brag, but I also lie a lot. So yeah, I do love to brag. Excuse me. Cheese and carbs can't go wrong. And it's chicken. Chicken is healthy. That's good carbs and delicious. Yum, yum, yum. Would you please? Look, it's hot today, guys. And of course, I have a PJ on. Because I have no life. I don't step outside the house. I will step outside the house soon, though, because my parents got a call yesterday that they're going back to work starting Tuesday, so I will have to leave the house once in a while. Yuck. So yeah, I am losing my fucking mind with the poor battery life of my beloved tabmate, and I'm going to have to sacrifice the ergonomics to get a different machine. Because I can't work if I have to stop every 5 minutes to restart it. So as soon as this is done... Where's my finger? Here. As soon as this is done... the next goal is going to be a tour box. Because I had it up to here, folks. Speaking of had it up to here, we are switching to my desktop in... 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There! Much better. Sure was a damp year. It's awfully dark today, on top of that. Oh, the list. ¿Dónde estás la lista? ¡Ah! Aquí está. Look, I've got like, what, 5 years of Duolingo Spanish under the belt. I gotta use it here and there, you know? Okay. The list was the Tuatara, the monkey, the Llama. Llama, Shiro. Llama, the animal. Llama. Can go out in the day, but it isn't comfortable. No, it's not, because what happens when I go out in a really, like, not even a really sunny day, a normally sunny day, if I stay out for a couple of hours, I start feeling like death reheated. Hey, why don't you put on some sunscreen? Oh no. You should put on a hat, you should put on sunscreen, you should... Don't think I don't do all of these things! And you know what I found out recently? That perimenopause can exacerbate if you sun sensitivity. Fuck. The kangaroo and the alligator snapping turtle. So let's look up the Tuatara. Let's start with a Tuatara. Images. Now, Ronald, are you still there? Now, you gotta keep in mind that there's a big time delay between when I say what I say and when they receive it on YouTube. So this is what Google gives me when I look up Tuatara. Is that correct? Because I'm not sure what he's eating here. I think it's a bird, but it could be a squirrel. Let's take... I think it's a bird. Head first. Now back to the cute one, because YouTube is gonna get mad at me. I gotta do laundry today. Such a chore. Yeah, it's probably cloudy right now, so it might rain today here, so I'm not allowed to do laundry. Because we're on a well, we're not on the aqueduct. Could be hard on the well. Yes, alright. So it is the correct Tuatara. Tuatara? Tuatara. Alright, so back up here you go. I'll put you up here so it doesn't hide the chat. You guys can't see the chat right now. The app for the Restream chat used to be blue, now it's completely black, and it feels so corporate all of a sudden, and I'm like, ugh. Confirmed, that is the animal. Thank you! Meanwhile, I'm replying pam 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 pam, and to YouTube they're like I'm laughing but crying on the inside. Marvin the Martian, delays. Oh, the reference up here. I just took a shower and my hair is like straw, incredibly soft straw, but it's just the natural texture of my hair is soft straw and it doesn't stay in place, and I don't want to put gel or hairspray because then it gets crunchy and textures. I only accept textures when it's on art. I am not art. I am a miracle. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh no, that's not what I... Ah, there we go. So, to those of you... Of course, I would ask if you guys did anything artistic, interesting, both or neither this week. Some things that you guys enjoyed. Come on, Stacy, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Tail. Now to those worried about little Junior here, he's wearing like a long version of that that leather glove that people that work with eagles and owls, you know, predator birds with the big claws. He's wearing a long version of that, so nothing happens to him. One idea for next month's color challenge is Lucian from Valkyrie profile and style of Ruby Spears Mega Man. When I painted something for my mom's cousin's birthday, but I had to wait until yesterday to give it to her. Ooh. Gotta back up this arm a little. Industry standard. Enkelbert. Enkelberting est également diminutif. There it is. I tried acrylic paint purring with a spinner. Oh! How did that go? Considering it's Paul that did that, I'm imagining that it got real messy. And fun! It was messy, but not too bad. Kids doing it did an amazing job. They look great. Ah! I love that. As long as they're having fun. That's what I kept telling Mom. Like, she was using my palette. Hey, hi, Car! She was using my my palette, my Art Nouveau palette. I insisted she tried that one because I knew that these were colors that she would like. And I find that these colors are inspiring you to you know, to do stuff, to paint, to actually work. And she was like, but I'm getting paint outside of the little squares. So, and then I had her try the paints I told you about earlier, the granulating colors. And she accidentally put some of the blue, some of the purple into green, and she was like, oh my god, I put some purple into green. And I'm like, oh no, whatever shall we do? These colors are already diluted. What's the worst that's gonna happen? We find a new color? The logic here is if the lizard is already eating something, it's not gonna feel like biting somebody else. I should put that in the Discord though, because recently the Bruno store updated the Tori Manga brush for Procreate, and you guys should know about that if you've been enjoying the Tori brush. Not to be confounded with the Torigus brush, which is a completely different artist, and they made it for Clip Studio. Shiro, usually you draw cute stuff. What's all this stuff? I do what I want. But this is how you find out that I do what I want. Yeah, too bad, so sad, eh? Now, of course, the reason I'm known for cute stuff is because I like drawing cute stuff. But I'm also an artist that likes to play with styles, with genres. And I also like rendering horror. And the only way to get better at rendering horror is to draw more horror. Now, does that make sense or not? Gotta admit, the real Tuatara looks really nice to hold, okay? I'm I'm the kind of person, like, I'm in my 40s, and I will still go out in the end of June, early July, to go and catch toads, because I like the way they feel. They're very soft on top, and they're very fleshy on the underside. More scary stuff, please. Yes, Paul. That's the plan. I can't promise that I'm a good writer, but I have ideas and they need to come out. So after a day at the zoo is done, I'm thinking I'll probably make another episode of Welcome Home Nephew, and after that, something a bit more serious. If you guys are okay with something that takes a lot of time. Like this guy, this one is already taking a lot of time because I am hyper rendering the animals. Oh, I suppose you're already having a hiccup. Just cook the meat. Yum, yum, yum. Yay, progress! Gotta celebrate every little victory. Why? Just because you can. If I was waiting for a special occasion to use my good paint, that paint would never get used. I think this story is good enough to be published and would make an interesting crowdfunding project. Yeah, there are plans. There. Raise the graph, ba-dum, ba-bum, ba-ba-bow, raise the graph. Seriously? Oh, there you are. All right. Hey guys, is drawing detail characters and locations hard? Yes. Is it fun? Also, yes. Also, hi Bono. Something being hard should not, however, feel impossible, you know? At best, you're supposed to think like, and then get started. Like, it's not just because Goku was worried about people when he invited his opponents to go fight in a deserted area. It's not just that, okay? It was Toriyama thinking, I got a deadline. And detailed characters are fun for illustrations, but if you plan on doing a comic, you're gonna want to take those details down a notch or 12. Because that's a character you're gonna have to redraw again and again and again and again and again. So if there's a lot of details, you are going to curse yourself by page 2. You know, I briefly considered giving the kid like a face mask or something to protect his face from the lizard, but then I thought the whole point here, because it's like in the olden times in the 50s, I cook ground beef, I've been patting the meat with fillers to increase the volume, either oats or breadcrumbs. Ooh, oats. And like this is the era of the lead paint and the asbestos walls. So I'm thinking as far as security goes, they're really doing the bare minimum at this zoo. Like, some of the bars that you guys could see, the kid would have easily, like, walked through them, or if the sloth really wanted, it could have slipped between the bars of its own cage, you know? And I better not catch anybody. Okay, meat is so expensive. Yes, it is. I haven't had a steak in a while. Because when we do buy steak, they're about this big. They got these little teeny tiny medallions. And I did not like that I just saw Stream Elements saying that I'm live again. Did we have a hiccup? But yeah, once this is published, I don't want to hear somebody thinks that this is AI or that I had ChatGPT write it for me. No. If the story is bad, it's because I'm an incompetent writer, okay? Don't assume I use ChatGPT. That will insult me more. Because I'm gonna do the shaggy turn around like... Are you challenging me? You dare? Like, to my face and everything? Sure was dangerous when they crave meat, yeah. At least we get a lot of chicken. A couple of days ago I had the liver. It made me feel terrible, like, the day after. So we assume it's because it was beef liver instead of veal. My family is definitely here. I just heard Lily tippa-tappa through the living room. That's a lot of bing and bang I hear upstairs. As long as I don't hear a panic screaming, it's fine. There we go. Now to get back on the blue. Except to get back on the blue. There we go. Gotta pretend we're competent here. It is the world of make-believe. We gotta make believe that we're a real comic artist. And finally, the texture. Texture is only okay when it is applied on the art, or else I get really mad. One rotting pulp, please. Thank you. My goodness, excusez-moi. He's just so happy to be there. What that has done. Let's go for the llama. Then it looks like Lamu. For those who don't know who Lamu is, look it up. Just to be safe so I don't accidentally draw an alpaca. They're getting less and less cartoony as I go, so I'm glad I got to start with the tiger. Still gonna make them a little cartoony because honestly llamas look like cartoons. It's here. Bono was asking earlier if things with details are hard to draw. Let's be honest, I can't draw a car. There's a lot of stuff that I struggle to draw that I just simply trace off a 3D model because I have deadlines. And it is so not a secret, so I don't want to hear people going, it's not a secret. It's well known that I do that. The head is about up here, but I don't need the detail. Which Mario or Wario character is difficult to draw then? Well, I mean, they're all meant to be easy to draw. So, that's a hard question to answer. Like, they all have fairly easy designs. So I would say the first time you draw a character would be the hardest. So it would depend on the style I'm using, really, than the characters themselves. Because, like, if you take Yoshi and and Wario, for example, together, they're both like covered in round, easy shapes. Just Yoshi's head is super easy. Couple of circles, couple of rounded triangles. Remember that spicy pillow battery I had? I suggested to the property manager to put up signs saying not to throw lithium batteries in our trash because the compactor in the chute might crush them. She thought it was a good idea. A wise move, Coco. Yeah. Because once your lithium battery starts to Capri Sun, that is very dangerous. Okay, the facility that recycles them is within walking distance. There isn't any excuse. Oh, there's plenty of excuses when you're lazy. Ew, why are you rendering the knees like that? Actually, that's what they look like on my reference. So this one is not me. That's just that particular llama that needs to put some lotion on his joints. So yeah, remember when art tutorials told you not to constantly do small little scratches to do your line art and call it chicken scratch? Chicken scratch can be useful. This is what I'm doing to render the fur on this llama. If I just keep the hair on because it's all hair. The llama kind of stops here. Plus it's with a textured brush instead of a nice even brush. So it looks quote-unquote better. Chicken scratch is just a method. Knowing where and where to use it is key. Exactly. Like, I had a fellow artist, we don't talk anymore, complain that I used to draw like really big eyes on my anime characters. And of course at the time I took it to heart and I was insulted. But now I just do what I fucking want. Because art is not like baking, where you have a set of instructions to follow. Art is like cooking, where you have a set of suggestions, and then you add in whatever you want, and you experiment. Now, for those starting to catch on what's going on, and probably wondering, are they not smelling that something's wrong with these animals? Probably not. When I was younger, I used to go ride horses at times. Honestly, I absolutely enjoyed that. But horses smell like horse shit. Even when clean. Like, the paddocks are clean, the horses are washed, but they will not clean, like, the place where they put them while we wait to ride them every 10 minutes. So what's probably happening here is they've gone nose blind. tables. Yeah. So what they're probably commenting on is the texture of the fur and not the smell. Like, ooh! You know what's not stable? The battery life on this thing. And I'm not gonna buy a third one. Like, the minute I bought this one, they came out with a Bluetooth one that works on iPad, but it's still not rechargeable. You still gotta use a battery for it. And you're like, Japan, why are you like this? No, I'm not quite done here. What do we want? Texture. When do we want it? Now. I'm drawing horror for my stupid little mental health. Now, isn't that a nice looking llama? My lasagna hamburger helper is done. I added some diced tomato and mozzarella. What a great idea. I hope I don't sound too sarcastic. I know sometimes the hamburger is Italian seasoned. Oh, it's gonna be a spicy meatball. It is something I worry about, sounding sarcastic when I don't mean to be sarcastic. Oh, something happened. Feraligator! Oh, we got a Pokemon. 2425 just joined the party on Twitch. Thank you, Feraligator. Feraligator. Look, okay, I'm from Gen 1. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me up a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Not sponsored by Kit Kat. I'm sorry. If you're sad for the llama, then I'm not sorry. That's a funny accent that came out of you. Well, that would be because I'm Canadian. I'm French Canadian. And when a camera is pointed at me, I'm a frickin' clown! But I'm not the type of Canadian that says a boot. I was confused about the whole a boot thing for like 20 years because I kept seeing stand-up comedians, American stand-up comedians, make fun of us for a boot. And I had no idea. Frankly, Gen 1 had plenty of Gen 2 sneak peeks. Yeah, like the pre-evolutions and stuff like that. And then like 20 years later, after that first boot, I heard somebody from Newfoundland speak. And I was like, oh. Because the anime came out kind of in between the development of 2. Yeah, because like in the first or second episode, I think it's the first, Ash saw a Ho-Ho in the sky, and a Ho-Ho didn't come out until Gen 2, if not Gen 3. I don't even know what gen we're at now. Like literally my Pokemon collection consists of a couple, like 2 Bulbasaur plushies, 1 Bulbasaur build it yourself, and Pokemon Red and Blue. Oh, you mean Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green? No. Pokemon Red and Blue. For the Game Boy. I only mentioned the accent because you went full Italian. Ah, the spicy meatball. Yeah, that's because my friend Coco said she seasoned her hamburger with Italian seasoning. Yeah, that was the clown side of me talking. Also, I draw Super Mario Adventures Continued on the regular, so I gotta keep up with my stereotypical Italian. Woohoo! Thank you for playing my game. So long, Bowser! During the quote-unquote release of the trailers for the first Mario movie. Somebody wrote an article about how Chris Pratt was not going to use the Mario voice we're used to. And they worded it as Chris Pratt is not going to go full Chef Boyardee. And I love that analogy. It's so stupid. I love it. Okay, we do have a Pokemon in the chat. I like that. If I do make a box dinner, I add to it to make it less sad. Oh. Fun fact, Gen 2 was originally going to be the last games and only use Oho until the movie 2000. Well, that is a fun fact. Because we all remember why Final Fantasy is called Final Fantasy, right? I like actual seasoning. Then Lugia was added as a secondary mascot. And the rest was history. And since then, at every generation, they try to do another Pikachu. I don't know, for you guys, I'm having fun. This is fun. This feels analog. It is clearly digital. But as I'm drawing, it feels analog. Fuck you! So yeah, next thrown goal, a tour box. I am losing what little patience I have. But not for the Pokemon facts. Keep the Pokemon facts coming. I do like Pokemon. I don't play Pokemon. Like, I played Red and Blue, and, like, I had my fill. But I do like Pokemon. I think I followed the anime right up until the Orange League. Then I just stopped watching TV. I watch YouTube. Like, I have a Pikachu somewhere up there. I have a Charmander backpack from way back when. From the far-off past of the 90s. Meryl is barely a Pick-a-Clone. It's just a little fella. Meryl is a bubble. Meryl is a little round thing. Meryl is just a little baby. It didn't do anything wrong. Then I think after that it was Dead End, and after that it was Plusley and Minun that were Pika clones. Speaking of Pokemon, most of the 4Kids voice cast also work for Central Park Media on The Slayers, Sins of the Sisters, and Battle Arena Toshinden. Oh, Battle Arena Toshinden, that a game I actually recognize. I'm talking about the OVA, not the actual games, unfortunately. Oh. I think I have one. I think I have a Battle Arena Toshinden for Game Boy. I need to check. I have Primal Rage too for Game Boy. Pichu is as close to a Pika clone of Gen 2. Well, does Pichu count? Because that's a pre-evolution. It's literally just a Goo Goo Gaga baby Pikachu. Okay, who else that used to watch the original, the first season, or the second season, or the original seasons of Pokemon, and remember the baby Pikachus being literal smaller Pikachus? That one episode where Ash almost ruined the franchise by wanting to let his Pikachu loose. And it was a literal village of Pikachus in the woods. And the baby Pikachu was just a smaller Pikachu. Before Pichu was introduced. Anyways. The face, I have to sing some Looney Tunes music while I'm drawing this. What's funny is you couldn't really tell the gender of the Pikachus in that episode, since gender differences wasn't a thing till Gen 4. Yeah, because now, female Pikachus have the end of their tail shaped like a heart. Or a little butt. Depends how mature you are. I was going to ask about what you're drawing right now. I am drawing a page of a story called The Day at the Zoo. And as you can tell, something's up with the animals. What are you drawing right now? A llama? That's where I would whistle innocently, but I can't whistle. I have a lot of talents, whistling is not one of them. I use all my XP in drawing, and I didn't have a lot to begin with. I like to think I did a good job on the head. You guys don't need to know what's under it. Well, in the super early days of Gen 4 development, voyons. Je suis en train de perdre mon anglais. In the super early days of Gen 4, development girl Pikachu were gonna have floppy ears on top of the tail thing. Ben là. Honestly, good thing they didn't go with that. Seems to me a floppy Pikachu. You could have said this is a goat and I wouldn't be any the wiser. That is an awfully tall goat, to be honest. Then again, they are goats that get that tall. Now that I think about it. The really floppy ones, floppy goat is not enough. Ah, there we go. It's called the Damascus goat. They get big. And, they do not get handsome. When they start out, they're like little fairy goats, and then when they're adults, they're like me. They're like, ugh, that's a lot of chin. Could have, no, you already said that. Back to my other reference. There we go. No, it's a llama. It's a very sus llama. Oh. I'm done with the llama, so we're gonna... On va barrer le llama. Maybe that's a good thing if this is cursed media. It is cursed media, thank you! Now, if we look at the Taratua from earlier, this is very cursed media. They look like they get their face... They look like they get their faces punched in. Oh, that's not quite what's happening. Like, if we take a look at the tiger is fine-ish. I mean, his nose is fine. He's still got all his teeth, I suppose. And you know what? Some people will see me draw this and think I don't like animals because people think other people are one note. No, I just want to draw horror. Or, as Drew Carey says it, horror. Alright, next. Wait. If this is meant to be an old book, there should be creases, edges chewed, mystery stains, all that jazz. Well, it's a worn book, but it's not exactly a loved book. Oops. Because like the cover got some creases in the blue that are not present on the inside. So it's more like a book that was found, stored away, that was not given to the public. So there is aging on the pages and the cover, but there's no folds. Also, I only mentioned the face punching thing because those Damascus goats just have a face of a cartoon and their face comedically caved in, like ran into a wall because Bugs Bunny moved over at the last second. Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to pick which animal I'm gonna do next. I got a little list. We only got like 20 minutes left, so... Exactly that. Plus, I'm drawing a bunch of animals I have not drawn before, so... Yeah, you're right, those things are unfortunate looking. And they were bred for that. What goobers have you made so far? So far I've made a sloth, tiger you saw earlier, and some emperor penguins, and a tarantula lizard. Check something real quick. Also, I know I'm not even a big deal, but I have 56 following me on Twitch, and I've ever only streamed once. Well, they're all waiting for you to stream twice. Humans like to breed cute animals to look bizarre and call it a breed standard. Pugs! Whoa, okay. So I just saw what a kangaroo foot looks like, and that's fucking terrifying. No friggin' wonder they kill each other when they fight. Also, once again, completely useless bars because a kangaroo would like jump that super easily. Well, maybe not this one, but this kid would say chupacabra at the zoo and get all sparkly eye. Maybe a vulture type. You know what? You need a whole bird of prey. Not like I wouldn't do it again, though, but I'm sure not using my phone to do it. Speaking of kangaroo, oh my god. So many comments while I wasn't looking. Speaking of kangaroos, I know a petting zoo owner that had one for my cousin's daughter's birthday. Oh, please tell me it was a wallaby. I'd worry about the cassowary more than some oversized rabbit. Yeah, between a cassowary and a kangaroo, who would win? Because a kangaroo kicks you, you're fucked. Okay? I looked up a kangaroo foot for reference. Look at this mofo! Oh my goodness! That is a stabbity stick! Cassowaries are nothing nice, the most vicious of birds, flightless or not. I'm gonna put a moat. Just to make believe that they worry about the safety of the visitors. I think a creature with a claw over 3 inches and able to get a predator if pushed to do it. I mean, they do it to each other. Yeah, if there's a pretty girl near a kangaroo who's just gonna go, like, come over here, Steve, it's time to kill ya. It's not exactly something to fiddle with. Did you know that kangaroos can't move their legs independently? That's why they hop. Well, that one's fucked. That's probably what the dad is telling his son right now. You see this kangaroo, son? This one's fucked. Don't get attached. Oh, that reminds me of a hardware store in Covington that had an emu leg for sale as a prehistoric hummingbird foot. I don't care who you are, that's funny right there. I don't care who you are, that's funny shit right there. Actually, you know what? On the Vulture ID, I'd probably just be out there eating an old forgotten enclosure where they definitely took care of the problem. That's how they take care of the problem. Whoops. What in tarnation? It's called having a sense of humor. I will say, sometimes, I mean, if it helps. If it doesn't help, tell me to shut the fuck up. I do some analog live streaming. And I do use my phone as a camera, but I don't stream directly from my phone. I do use Streamlabs, if it helps. And I have a rather simple Logitech camera to film myself while I draw. But when I'm drawing analog, I use my phone because it's actually easier. Look, honey, they're going to make glue out of this one. Well, the humor doesn't always line up into funny haha to me, that's the problem. That's okay, we're all neurodivergent here, too. It's usually a bad case of being absolutely confused to the point I'll figure out the funny soon enough. Yep, clocked it. Neurodivergent. Why do you keep making fun of neurodivergent people, Shiro? Well, guess what? Takes one to know one. And with that, we are going to continue the kangaroo next week, because the stream is almost over. My tab mate ran out of battery again. It's a brand new battery. It pisses me off beyond belief, but you guys made it fun. I'm going to super save because I don't trust myself. No, it's really safe. It's really safe. Just in case. Come in S. Come in S. Come in S. Okay. I'm very happy with the texture on the llama. On the llama's head. Let's go back to the llama real quick. Llama is looking exactly the way I wanted it to look when I got the idea of putting a bag on its head. Like, this is strangely tight if you compare it to the fur. Like, this is uncomfortably tight. Yes. More cursed content. Wahahahahaha. And here's a little something for the Twitch censors. Aha! My hand is nude. And with that, we are going to end the stream for today because I have to go upstairs and cook. Because I have to feed my family. Which is why I work so hard. That was a great show. Thanks, Cheryl. I mean, I ain't horribly neurodivergent, but I guess a pinch of it still counts as having it. Oh yeah, well, it counts. It totally counts. And there is nothing wrong with it. Like I said, we are all neurodivergent here. All of us. Different degrees, different hyperfixations. Mine happens to be art. And horror at times. And Luigi, but we're not going there today. Because we are finishing the stream. So of course, extra special caramel drizzle, rainbow sprinkled. Chocolate syrup thanks to our supporter, Amber B. Polk, Miss Innovis, Bad at Multiplayers, Blah6, Lar, S, Jeff, BRC, Tanuk, Mario, 369, Red Reaper, Noah, Twingle, The Scraggler, and part-time supporter, Super Dude, Ewit, Rocket Mouse, and Enlightening Spirited Dragon, 938. Your continued or part-time support is immensely appreciated. Yeah, I can't pronounce Feraligator, but I can read that super fast, no mistake. It was nice, speaking of feral alligator, they're saying it was nice hanging out, however far stream was before I came. What you gonna cook? I'm going to be cooking some quesadillas. Because my quesadillas are better than the one at the local snack bar. And with that, I hope you guys had fun watching me draw this. I had a lot of fun drawing it, especially llama. I had a great time with the llama. And I will see you guys next week. What time? It's going to be next Sunday, of course. May 17th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That's my time, not your time. Maybe your time. I don't know you. I don't know your life. I will see you guys next week, as I just said. I love you all, and bye-bye.